going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chunky! I didn't say.
Eat your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What? Whoa. Voice just cracked. What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great day so far. I have got a great one for you. This is Judge Norbeck. I always question if I'm missing a letter in his name. I believe it's Judge Norbeck. It's actually Magistrate Norbeck. See, I'm messing up all over. All right. This is a creepy landlord versus a Karen. Now, it's not a full-blown Karen. I'm calling her a Karen just because of her attitude and disrespect for the court. But, you know, she's frustrated, so maybe there's a reason why her outburst would make sense. But this is not a landlord-tenant case. This is a small claims case where the landlord is asking for money that he loaned her back. Then things get interesting. Wait till you hear the details of the case. Before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
This is file 24-01923SC, Eskenazi versus Cooley. We are here in a small claims case. What that means is we are trying to get this done without any attorneys to just be resolved right here in front of me. We're also saying that you're not going to ask for something like a jury trial. Like I said, it would just be me as the trier of fact. So if both parties are ready to proceed here and in this fashion, Ms. Cooley, I cannot see you, but I'd ask you to raise your right hand, same way Mr. Eskenazi is going to raise his right hand. Do you swear or affirm that any testimony you give here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right. I don't have too much information on this matter. It seems that this was just whether or not a loan of money was going to get paid back. So, Ms. Cooley, I'll start with you. It might be faster. Do you believe that there is, in fact, a dollar amount here that you owe to the plaintiff, and it's more about how and when you're able to pay that back, or are you here contesting that you owe them money?
Yeah, I'm contesting that I owe him money.
All right. Then I'll start with you, the plaintiff, Mr. Eskenazi. What are we here for?
$850, and there's 3 exhibits that should have been filed with the motion. One is a payment made to Miss Cooley June 10th of $300, another June 17th, another July 17th, another for $100, July 22nd for $100, and July 23rd for $50.
Yes, I see all those on a Cash App. So you gave to her $850.
Correct. There's also a conglomeration of texts which I've coalesced, which I'll read into the record. Hey, Jeff, can I borrow $100 and give you my whole check this Friday, Cash App?
I am reading that text, but it is only one text and it only refers to $100.
If you read further on, it says, can I borrow another $100, please?
Okay.
And the other 300 she requested in person and was sent via Cash App. And you see there's promises to repay. There's promises to repay throughout this. So my feeling is the entire $850 was loans requested. There was a promise to repay. There was text messages to prove at least 2 of the bills in writing were loan requests, and verbally the remainder was requested. And
what is the nature of your relationship? Is this landlord-tenant?
Landlord-tenant, and there's an eviction in process for non-payment of rent, so it's landlord-tenant at the moment.
All right, and you didn't ask for this monies as part of landlord-tenant?
No, this was separate loans.
All right, and so Ms. Cooley, do you agree that $850 that Mr. Eskenazi sent to you over a Cash App over the course of those, looks like 2 months?
No, sir, I paid him back.
Okay, and in what form and how did you pay him back?
Cash. And July 10th, he never gave me money. I'm looking at the paper right here, and he gave Leroy money on July 10th, not me.
Okay, but ma'am, I have $850 of Cash App proof going to Amanda Cooley. That's not really the issue. The issue is that $850 went one way from him to you. He can prove that. And then he can also prove that you were asking for that money with promises to pay it back. So you said
$200, sir. Yep,
you said
$200,
you paid it
sir.
back? When did you
I
pay
sure
it back?
did. In August sometime, actually, before he wanted a service with eviction papers because my sister wouldn't sleep with him because he's an old pervert.
All right. So in August, you say you paid him cash.
Yes, I did, sir.
All right, there we go. Creepy landlord wants to sleep with this woman's sister. Now, we don't know if that's true or not, and the judge did the right thing for just brushing it off his shoulders because that's a weird thing to say in a small claims matter. Doesn't really have any relevance to it, and judge didn't even bite the apple. He didn't take the bait, but she's not going to leave it alone.
I gave him my whole check.
Cash?
I do believe it was like $400 to $500.
Okay. So that's not $850.
No, sir. I have gave him cash actually other weeks prior to that and after that.
Okay. You get any kind of receipt for that?
No, and actually, you know that I'm not a tenant. He's not my landlord, so I don't know why he's telling me that because he's not.
All right. Are you being evicted as we speak?
My sister is, yes, and he served me with eviction papers, but I'm not even on his lease. I never signed any papers to live here, nothing.
All right. And were you in the habit of borrowing money from him before June?
No, actually, I didn't meet this man until June. And yes, he did help me out with some money. Yes, he did, because I needed to get back to work, and then I would pay him out of my check plus the $100 that was for rent each week.
Well, if you're paying him for rent, that's a landlord-tenant relationship, right? Let's be clear.
No, okay, sir. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I was giving my sister $100 a week. She was giving that to Jeff, or she was keeping it. Either or. I was never giving it to Jeff. I was giving it to my sister, Destiny Me.
Well, here's the problem is he has proven to me that he gave you $850, and you are just telling me that you paid it back. So is there some, and if both of you, one of you is just going to bold-faced lie to me, then I have a problem. I have to decide who I believe. He's provided at least some written proof that he gave you $850 and proof that you had borrowed money and were promising to pay it back. You're claiming you paid it back. Do you have anything you can tell me or show me to corroborate that?
Yeah, probably through some Cash App if I could look it up. And my sister was there when I handed him my whole paycheck 1 week. So there's proof right there.
All right. So a couple of things. When you say you hand someone a paycheck, that doesn't mean much because they wouldn't be able to cash it, right?
It wasn't a paycheck. It was cash, sir.
Okay, but that's not what you said. I have to decide which one of you is going to win. And so be very specific with your words.
Okay.
All right. So are you saying you paid him as part of a Cash App? Because you'll be able to show that.
Yes, actually, I would have to look up on my Cash App. I don't think I ever paid him back on Cash App. I do believe I gave him cash.
Okay.
It'd be
and then
cash.
You did not get any kind of receipt for that.
No, sir, because I never knew he was going to sit here and try to sue me neither. Actually, he's trying to sue me for $3,500 something that has nothing to do with me. It has something to do with my sister. Because like I said, we're being evicted because this guy wants to sleep with my sister and she wouldn't do it. That's why he's suing us.
That's sort of neither here nor there, though, for me, what I have to decide.
Okay.
What I have to decide is one of you's not telling me the truth.
Yeah, Jeff Ashkenazi.
Well, the problem is he has some paperwork trail. You don't. So it sounds to me like you're about to learn a painful lesson that you probably should have gotten a receipt from him. If you're going to borrow money from someone, And then when you pay them back, you need to get an acknowledgement that that was paid back, the same way he got an acknowledgement that it was loaned out. You follow my logic?
Yep, sure do. But sir, can you tell me on my paper, it does not, he could have wrote this stuff up and printed it off himself for one, because he done writ up the eviction notice that he did himself. He never went and got it in a judge to say that we're fully evicted, because he did it himself.
Okay.
It wasn't signed by a
Your
judge.
guy's landlord.
All right. Couple things real quick. No, he served you the notice that you have to go to a hearing, and then the judge will decide if you get evicted or not. That's how that works. You were just served with that paperwork. Yeah, I guess that's not a couple things. That's just one thing. But she keeps going off base. She's arguing so many things that don't need to be argued. All she has to do is say, I paid him back. Like, I gave him cash. You know, when you give cash to someone, they don't generally give you a receipt if they're your friend, right? Like, that's what I would argue. It's like, I paid him back. If this guy wants to be a jerk about it, I mean, he can get in a judgment for him. I'm not going to pay him back. Good luck, man. I already paid you. And the guy does seem kind of creepy. I'm not going to lie. He does kind of seem creepy.
Tenant is not in front of me. So what is your question?
That this paper that says that I owe him money, that all this could be, that he just ripped this up himself is what I'm trying to say.
Well,
Is that-
no,
is all I'm
ma'am.
trying to say.
He printed out 2 pages of his Cash App payment transactions. It has lots of other people besides you. Well,
Okay.
I take that back. Really, it just says Leroy Walker a lot, a bank account
Yeah.
and number, and you. And then, you know, some other people on here. So I have no doubt that the 850. Well, are you trying to say he didn't actually give you $850 in June and July through Cash App?
No, he sure didn't, sir.
Okay, well, that make my job a lot easier. I know now who is telling me the correct story, because I'm looking at 2 pages of very clear
Oh,
Cash App
I
payments
really don't
to
care.
Amanda
Charge
Cooley,
me,
dated
I
with
don't
dollar
care.
amounts.
No, I don't even care, because you know he's a liar, so charge me. I don't give a crap. I really don't care. So I'm being sued again by him on the 26th for $3,500 that has nothing to do with me. So that right there should show that he's lying, because he's suing me for a car that he never got for me. He got for my sister.
Okay, so on this, I would find damages in the amount of the $850. Mr. Ashkenazi, you said none of that has been paid back?
None of that,
Nope,
sir.
none of it. Yeah,
All right.
sure. Yeah.
So
Go ahead and lie.
$850 in damages. And then Miss Cooley, he did actually pay out of pocket certain monies to get here today. He had to pay a filing fee to court, and he had to pay to have you served. That $110.17, he is able to recover that as well. We call that cost. So I just wanted you to know where that extra money comes from by the time you get this judgment in the mail. Now, because we had a contested hearing, parties do have an option to say, hey, I did not agree with what just happened in there. I want to appeal that ruling and go in front of the district court judges. To do that, you must do 2 things. One is you must ask for that within 7 days of today's date. Your window of opportunity to contest this further closes after 7 days. And secondly, you must ask for that in writing. It is not good enough to just verbally ask for that. You'd have to come in here to court and fill out the form for that. Do you both understand your rights on appeal?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Cooley? Ms. Cooley, do you understand your rights on appeal?
Nope, sure don't.
All right, what part of that would you like me to repeat, ma'am? There's 2
None of
steps
it.
you'd have to take. All right.
None of it.
And we are all set. I'm going to go ahead
Yep,
and
all
release
set.
parties.
Yep,
Thank
have a
you.
good day. Bye.
She just came by. Okay, bye. That's my thing. It's actually not my thing. I don't remember where I heard that from. That's from something, but I use it a lot. Yeah, I can see why she could be frustrated if what she says is true. Now, I did say a minute ago, this guy does look kind of creepy. I've got nothing to back that up with. I don't. He didn't say anything creepy. It's what she's saying about him. And, you know, it could be true. It could not be true. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you haven't done it already, please hit the like button. Until next time, bye.
You're all set, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate the help.